Thank you so much, our dear viewer, for joining us on News Panorama today. We are discussing about the political marriages that are being experienced so far. Come 2012, Kenya will hold a historic election since it will be the first one after the passage of the new constitution. Many presidential aspirants have come up from all over the country, and with the high competition, some have or will be forced to settle for alliances. The PNU alliance, which was formed this year, is gearing up for the elections. On the other hand, Prime Minister Raila Odinga and his team are leaving nothing to chance. But one thing every Kenyan is curious about is what will be the basis of the alliance, and are they to last for long or temporal to hit the door sill? To help us discuss about this is none other than Mr. Hilary Alila. Alila is one of the potential aspirants in the Senate seat in Homabay County come 2012 elections. Welcome, Mr. Alila.
Thank you very much, Tarwish.
Welcome to the studio. How do you think, what is going to be the fate of these all people, come maybe the nomination? Are they going to disintegrate, as in ahead of the elections?
At the moment, they're trying to stick together, but, you know, at the moment, we're waiting for the results of the trials at the ICC. If the charges are dropped or confirmed, that will really determine how the alliances will move forward. I think that's the main factor that will determine how the alliances will shape up come 2012 when we are going for the elections. I think that's the main reason that will determine who forms the alliance, the results of the ICC confirmation charges.
Yeah, maybe holding on a view of assumption, just in case those the charges at the ICC are not going to be confirmed, and you are going to have all these people on ground to go for the nominations, just in case. I'm sure that one of them, of course, will be nominated to be the flag bearer for that PNU alliance. Do you think that maybe others are going to back up? Are they going to throw away their passion for presidency?
Okay, in an event that all the charges are dropped, the confirmation the charges are dropped against all the accused persons, especially the presidential aspirants like Honorable William Ruto, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, if the charges are dropped and they form an alliance, then there'll be, of course, a very strong force to reckon with, because the common enemy to them is the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga. That's the common enemy, and that's the person they see as the candidate to beat. So if they form that alliance, then, of course, they're going to give ODM a run for their money.
So are there no chances, likelihood of Prime Minister Raila Odinga forming an alliance with any maybe person who has this passion for presidency, as in to gang up together, also form alliance ahead of the elections?
According to my personal opinion, ODM as a party and Raila Odinga as a presidential candidate, I don't think at the moment is necessary for him to form an alliance. I think he can make it on his own. ODM can make it on its own and go and probably win the elections. Yeah, it's not really, at the moment, at this time and moment, I don't think for him he has to make an alliance with anyone. He can go alone as ODM and choose a running mate from the party and win the elections.
Yeah. Just trying to allude to what you've said about the running mate, maybe ahead of the elections, we are seeing, like, you know, the running mate is also going to play a very crucial role as in determining the votes for Prime Minister Raila Odinga and any other contestant come the 2012 elections. Maybe as in for the case of Prime Minister Raila Odinga, what do you think, who do you think he's going to settle for?
Before I answer that question, I think I would like to raise one issue. When we talk of political alliances in Kenya, it is very unfortunate that most of this all the political parties in Kenya are formed based on tribal lines. So when you talk of an alliance, it's basically tribal alliances that these parties form for one common goal of ascending to power. So which is unfortunate, because political parties are formed based on ideologies. But you see, in Kenya, it's tribal. You know, it's like a seasonal river that dries up immediately after the rains go. So here in Kenya, immediately after election, people form, the politicians form alliances before elections for the purpose of winning the presidential seat or taking power. So it still looks tribal to me that this community joined this community and they vote as a bloc and ascend to power. So I think for Raila, as a presidential candidate, that's what he's trying to like avoid. He wants to go national. Yeah. But the other side, you know, G7 is like a tribal alliance from different parts of the country. Yeah.
Yeah. In 2007, maybe just to reflect, William Ruto and Prime Minister Raila Odinga were together in the ODM side as they were heading for the elections, and we also had this other side which were in the PNU side. Now, as we're seeing the disintegration in the ODM party, William Ruto moving to the PNU side, and of course there's this never ending distrust or that rivalry between the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins. And of course now, as you are seeing, maybe the Kalenjins as well with the Luos, there's that disintegration. They are not at par. What is going to be the likelihood, just in case maybe the G7 is going to nominate Uhuru Kenyatta to go for presidency? Are we going to see a chance that maybe the Kalenjin community will vote for Uhuru Kenyatta?
Yeah, you see the problem the Kalenjin community have with the Prime Minister, Raila Amolo Odinga, right now is one of their leader is facing charges at the International Criminal Court. And he was, according to the Kalenjins, he was fighting for the party. He was fighting for ODM. And they feel like for what the utterances politicians have been making is like he's being sacrificed. But I think as time goes on and time goes on and we see how the results of the trials are coming out of ICC, if indeed the Kalenjin see that it is not Raila who actually took Ruto to the Hague, then they will still be with him. So their problem is only that. That's why I'm saying the outcome of these trials will really determine how these alliances are going to be formed.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Alila, in a nutshell, are you trying to say that Prime Minister Raila Odinga still has chances in Rift Valley to get some votes come 2012?
Very, very big chance he has. And really, it depends, because you see, another issue is that with the people of Rift Valley is the Mau issue, where the people are gotten out of the forest and they don't have anywhere else to go. They've not been reallocated to new places where they can settle, or they've not gotten land. But this issue has been resolved. The Minister of Lands, Honorable Orengo, has been given money. So with time, they will be resettled. And that issue will at least come to pass. And the results of the trials at the ICC, I think with time we'll see who really fixed to, or we'll get the clear picture. And that will determine the support for the Prime Minister. But even now as we speak, he has support in Rift Valley. Yeah. Maybe
in a scenario whereby maybe the G7 now, we're still in the G7, if at all they're going maybe to have a chance to nominate William Ruto to be their flag bearer 2012 general election, because now Ruto is in that camp. Do you think there's likelihood of the Kikuyu community voting for Ruto?
You see, in G7, we have Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, we have Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, we have Honorable William Ruto, we have Saitoti. And I think in this group, there are individuals who will want to go to the ballot. So I see with time, they will have problems in uniting together for joint nominations, because some people in G7 will want, come rain, sunshine, to be on the ballot. Yeah, like most likely the Vice President. He wants to be in the race. Yeah. And no matter what happens, I don't see him, sticking together with them all the way through. Yeah.
Maybe talking about then, who do you think cannot form an alliance with who, and maybe why?
I think at the end of the day, the candidate who is likely not to form an alliance with anyone is the Vice President, because he has to vie for the presidency this time round. So I think with time, as things shape up, he'll probably go it alone. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hilary Alila. Dear viewer, we've come to the conclusion of this topic, the political marriage. Come 2012 general elections, we are seeing many alliances being formed by the political class. And briefly, we've just been talking to Mr. Hilary Alila. He's been able to highlight to us that this political alliances that are being formed at the moment might not even last long. They might not even see the ballot day come 2012 general election. And according to him, he's saying that there are those ones who have the passion and they're not letting it go. The likes of Kalonzo Musyoka, Uhuru Kenyatta, and maybe Ruto, and also the Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who is a potential presidential aspirant come 2012 general election. This man is going alone, according to him. And maybe his call to Kenyans is just to be watchful and see how the political wave is going to unfold. Thank you so much, Mr. Hillary, for joining us.
Thank you very much,
Tarwish.
Thank
To
you.
host you here.
Thank you very much.